I'm back and I'm better. I want you bad as ever. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm going to show you my Fundrise portfolio. Yesterday, I added another $10 to the portfolio. The dashboard has updated, so I'm going to show you guys what's happening with it, what appreciation I have, what dividends I have, and just show you guys where we're headed moving into the future. So here's my Fundrise account. As you can tell, I have $40 in here, and that 1 cent has now turned into 3 cents. So I have my first dividend coming in at 1 penny, which is really, really cool. Now, I know the dividends haven't been paid out. I know they won't be paid out for a while. They're paid out once a quarter, from my understanding. I don't know what day that is or what month it's in, but I'm assuming it's sometime in December. And so I have 1 penny as it is, as of right now. What I really, really like about this is the fact that it does update you whenever you do have appreciation or dividends. I think that is super unique. I think that's unique to Fundrise. Again, I don't invest in other crowdfunding real estate apps or websites, and so I'm not entirely sure how the other ones are run, but I think this is unique and it's really, really cool, and it just gives you an idea of where you are, and I think it excites not only myself but other people when it comes to investing. The appreciation initially was 1 cent, it is now 2 cents. Obviously this isn't some crazy return, and I don't expect any crazy returns. This is just where my account is currently. I'm on track to build a $1 million net worth, I think by 2071. Obviously, as I gain more money and my income increases, I'll increase the investments in this, as well as my other portfolios. And so my net worth will dramatically increase over time. And it won't be 2070 by the time my wife and I become millionaires. It will be quite a bit sooner than that. But nonetheless, we are on track. This goal will change over time, and I'll update you guys when that happens. Okay, in terms of the news feed, I just got this. Okay, so single family rentals explained. Single family rentals are one of the hottest trends in real estate right now. So here's how to cash in. I quite literally just refreshed the page. It logged me out, made me log back in. I just got this article. So we're gonna go over it really, really quickly. Like I said, I only have $40 in the account. I'm not particularly worried about anything. I'm just really focused on staying consistent with my investments week by week. Once upon a time, finding a single family home to rent in the suburbs was pretty unusual. Families who couldn't afford a down payment on a home were locked out, as were folks who weren't ready to commit to a 30-year mortgage. No longer. One of the hottest trends to emerge out of the upheaval of the pandemic has been the rise of the single family rental market. We're not talking about existing homes leased out one at a time by small landlords. These are brand new homes. Large home builders are now building entire communities of homes for the sole purpose of renting them out. Investors are pouring billions of dollars into the sector. And you don't need to be a private equity investor or an overworked landlord to invest. At Fundrise, our platform offers a simple way for you to access this emerging mega trend. Homes are going up quickly. Tens of thousands of houses were built specifically to serve as rentals from 2020 to 2021, according to data cited by the Wall Street Journal earlier this year. The real estate consulting firm John Burns estimates there are more than 200 companies, including ours, in the build for rent business. From money managers like BlackRock and JP Morgan to home builders like D.R. Horton and LGI Homes. Single-family rentals are essentially a whole new asset class, and renters aren't simply folks priced out of buying. They include millennials and empty nesters who might want to avoid the hassles of home ownership, and grandparents looking to live near their kids, and city dwellers looking to dip their toe in suburban waters. Our renters are people who make great livings. They're at the early stages of forming their families, and what they really desire is a great school district and a great community. One home builder in Scottsdale, Arizona, told the Wall Street Journal in a recent article on the explosion in single-family rentals. The rents for brand new homes in these developments, often decked out with amenities like granite countertops and stainless steel appliances, are typically higher than they'd be if you were renting out an older home. And rents for single-family homes are rising overall, up 6.6% from 2020, according to a report by CoreLogic, a real estate data firm. From 2019 to 2020, rents went up by just 1.7%. It becomes even more clear that single-family detached homes are the hot property if you look at the difference in rent increases between detached units, standalone homes, and attached units, think townhouses. Rents rose 9.2% in detached homes, while attached single-family units grew 3.6%, according to CoreLogic. Growth like this can signal a major opportunity if you understand how to approach it. That means location, location, location. The hottest spots for single-family rentals in the US are generally clustered in the Sun Belt, or what we've been calling the Smile States, an arc that stretches from Los Angeles to Orlando, encompassing fast-growing cities like Phoenix, Austin, and Atlanta along the way. Single-family rentals increased at least 4% in all 12 of the Sun Belt locations that CoreLogic surveyed as part of its recent report. But this is a trend that predates the pandemic. These regions have been seeing their populations grow for the past decade, compared to the Northeast and Midwest, according to 2020 census numbers released in August. Numbers released in August. Phoenix was the fastest growing city in the country over the past decade. According to the Census Bureau, the city's population rose 11.2% to 1.6 million people last year. Single-family rents went up 14% in the Phoenix metro area, according to CoreLogic's data. Single-family rental rent change for select geographical areas. Interesting. Overall, 4 of the Sunbelt metro areas had single-family rental markets with rent gains of at least 10%. That is crazy. Where do investors fit into this? Now, this is obviously for you, myself, and anybody else who invests. The housing boom that grew out of the pandemic is showing signs of slowing down, as the rush to find more comfortable work-from-home housing is abating. But the single-family rental boom isn't going anywhere. Home builders are still putting up homes to rent, and the demand is there, especially with home prices so high. The choice to rent a home is far less fraught than whether or not to buy, and the rental market has always been less prone to boom-bust cycles. During the housing crash of 2008, for example, rent prices held relatively steady. If you look at rent data tracking the Consumer Price Index, you'll see rent prices going up and to the right in a relatively smooth line. Home purchase prices, especially during the housing crash, have been more volatile. This is a crucial concept for anyone thinking of real estate investing in 2021. It would seem like the simple way to take advantage of the rise in single-family rentals would be to buy a house in a Sun Belt city and rent it out. But how many people have the time to become a landlord, staying on top of ongoing maintenance, securing tenants, paying the insurance, etc.? At Fundrise, we're focused on investing in communities that are building homes or acquiring existing communities with the intent of using them for rent. Over the past year, that has meant successfully deployment of our investors' capital into single-family investments all across the Sun Belt. By June, Fundrise had invested in the acquisition or development of 452 single-family rental units, representing roughly $79.2 million. That same month, we got financial backing from Goldman Sachs, a $300 million credit facility that will allow us to scale up our investments in single-family rentals even more. The investment bank's move is a signal of just how big this trend is becoming on Wall Street. Beyond those existing investments, through a combination of new homes under contract and our development projects, we aim to scale up the portfolio to nearly 2,800 homes for lease in 12 markets over the next 21 months, following deployments as shown here. Wow. New acquisitions under contract. Estimated investment amount is $582 million, 2,344 homes under contract. That is an absolute ton. Wow. That's incredible. For decades, the main way to tap into the returns in the single-family home market was to buy a house, and millions of Americans were simply unable to do that. Now we're saying you can invest in housing without becoming a landlord or even a homeowner. And thanks to the increase in single-family homes, you can live in the kind of home previously unavailable to millions. It's a powerful change. Okay, so I want to talk about the fund that we're in. I'm in the interval fund. 100% of my money is in this. My position total is $40. My estimated value of shares is $30. Cost of shares owned, like I said, $30. Quantity, I have 2.477 shares. Current NAV per share, the current price, is $12.12. The estimated shares owned, $30.02. Unpaid dividends, I have a penny. Unpaid advisory fees, $0. Pending orders, $10. The appreciation isn't showing here. There's the appreciation. 2 cents there. I'm just curious to see what happens here. Okay, and then it shows the net returns. Cool. These are the projects. We've gone over some of these projects, and yeah, no, the fund is awesome. It's still ramping up, so I'm really eager to see as it hits that second and third mark, which is like I said, going to probably be a year from now, roughly, give or take. So I'm really excited about what that's going to look like. That's going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you think. Is this something that you guys enjoy? Do you want me to do a weekly update video? Yes or no? Also, 95% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So if you like what I'm putting out and this interests you and you want to continue watching my content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you hit the notification button, it will notify you whenever I have a video release. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. My name is Oscar, and I'll see you guys in the next video.